And we're live on YouTube. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday, Periscope. Happy Sunday, YouTube. Let me get comfortable here. Still got the Christmas decorations up in the background, but that's okay. It's not quite the new year yet, so we keep that stuff up around here. First of all, I got to thank my buddies at Teenage Ritual. Let me see if I can get the whole... You know, we'll do on... We'll stand up real quick. There we go. Teenage Ritual. There you go. Nikki Stevens and the crew, thank you so much for the shirt. I was happy to help. The merch, the whiskey. I'm wearing this with pride. I love this shirt. Anyway, not really sure what we're going to talk about, to be perfectly honest with you. I just kind of wanted to see if I could do Periscope and YouTube. And this is loud, so we're going to mute this. There we go. I'm all over the place. I got technology in front of me. I got technology in front of me. Technology in front of me. It's chaos and mayhem. Hello, Alex. Hello, James. Hello, Brando. Hello, Tim in the UK. Who else is here? Looks like that's it for now. And yes, how about them Cowboys? They are winning. Cowboys still winning, right, Dad?
Yeah.
What's the score?
Right now it's 21-10.
21-10 Cowboys. There you go. Gotta love that. Hello, Dan. Hello, Mike. Hello, Ricky. Everybody's here. None of the No DQ crew are here yet. Well, hopefully we'll get them in pretty soon. Anyway, let me start off by hello, Dylan. Not my son, Dylan, but Dylan Falk. Long-time viewer, long-time fan. Who won the 2019 Royal Rumble? That's a good question. You need to go lay down. Go on. Go. I'm not really sure. I know Drew McIntyre is a heavy favorite. It would not surprise me if he won the Rumble. But I think I'm going to stick with Drew for now. Stick with Drew for now. Thank you, Ricky. Not you, James. The dog came in from outside. Anyway, I'm going to steal this back. I've been talking about it for months. Bruce Pritchard, on his podcast, the last, whatever it's been, 2 years, pops the top on whatever he's drinking when he starts his podcast with Conrad Thompson. No disrespect to Bruce. No disrespect to Conrad for sure. I love both those guys. But we at No DQ were popping tops on podcasts before it was a podcast, before it was even called a podcast. So I'm taking it back. Taking it back. There you go. And God bless Mountain Dew for these kickstarts. Hello, Kyle from Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. We are the original poppers. That's right, James. Don't you forget it. I missed being on in 2018, Kyle. I missed being on a lot. There was a lot going on, especially in the second half of the year. I got a couple different jobs. And there was some stuff with Dylan's school that I had to make sure I was aware about and here for. So I was unable to commit to No DQ and definitely not commit to this channel, which I regret very, very much. I hate that I wasn't around for Periscope and especially my YouTube channel. It was a travesty. However, if you've noticed on Twitter, I've been communicating back and forth the last 24 hours or so with people. We are going to be doing broadcasts more often, especially here on YouTube. Periscope, we'll see how things go. I just wanted to test this out to see if I could get it done, see if I could have the Periscope activity. Plus, it's a wider screen on the tablet, so I get more of a shot. You can show off my Teenage Ritual t-shirt. What I'd like to do is on Thursdays have, what do you call it, live wrestling show. Probably talk wrestling. We'll probably just call that Talk Wrestling and have that be our Thursday show here on this channel. And continue with that. Probably with Dylan. So we'll probably do it in the afternoon after he gets out of school. So, you know, 6 Eastern, 7 Eastern, something like that. Depending on what his homework activity is. Yes, my love of Nancy Grace. We gotta love it. So, yeah. Nancy Grace gave me material to work with for that first show of Talk Wrestling 11 years ago. Can you believe it? 11 and a half now. 11 and a half years ago. Anyway, and then on Saturday, I'm not going to be live. I'll be live to tape, if that makes any sense for you people in the TV world. kind of what like NoDQ does with the premieres. I'll do a premiere. I'll be doing a DDPY diary because I am refocusing on the DDPY because I'm over 300 pounds. I'm not happy about. I'm not happy about that, honestly. You can see my face is fuller. I'm a lot more flush than I was even a year ago when I was still employed at Walmart at this time of year. Actually, a year ago I wasn't. A year ago this time, but a year and a half ago I was. So, all is okay, Braden. Things are okay. Things are getting better. Like I said, I'm refocusing on the DDPY, refocusing on my health, refocusing on refocusing on myself and my life here, and getting back into wrestling, trying to watch the mainstream stuff. It's hard. I will probably not be going to... No, I'm not going to Restaurant Hollywood next Sunday because I'm working next Sunday, Mike. I have a shift at the restaurant that I'm working, so I will not be going to Hollywood Wrestling, unfortunately. I feel bad because I want to see the 400th episode. I want to see Royce Isaacs do his thing and Jamie's stable do their thing, but it's not in the cards this month, at least not this particular weekend. So, unfortunately, I won't be there. I'd love to be, but I can't be. The main event of WrestleMania 35, I'm going to say right now it's definitely going to involve Ronda Rousey and Charlotte Flair. Whether Becky's in there or not, time will tell, but I have a feeling they're moving toward those two being the main event. I do think Seth Rollins will be traded to SmackDown Live and win the WWE Championship when Fox takes over. Sorry, I missed your question the first time, Dan. I saw it. I just didn't have a chance to read it off. If anybody on Periscope wants to ask me a question, by all means, tweet away. Or however they do. I don't know how it works on Periscope, whether they actually tweet or they just comment on the questions. I don't know. Let's see. Does it show? It doesn't show anything. Okay. So, I forgot how Periscope works, honestly. I don't remember. It could be a triple threat. They were talking about a triple threat with Becky Lynch and the other two. Maybe. But again, there's a lot of factors to be factored in, variables to be factored into that equation. So, I'd like Becky to get the shot. I'd like Becky to get the opportunity to main event WrestleMania. She's already been in the featured women's battle WrestleMania, of course, with Charlotte and Sasha 3 years ago now. God, 3 years since WrestleMania 32. That's crazy. Biggest WrestleMania of all time, right? 101,000 people. Okay. Sure it was. Let's see what we got here. Yes, people are commenting. I can see them commenting. Definitely on YouTube. I see them commenting. That's why I've got the chat room here on my old iPhone, my iPhone SE, my old reliable, if you will. I've got the broadcast on the brand new iPhone XR. Thank God for technology and Christmas time and paychecks. And the tablet, courtesy of my big sis, was doing Periscope. So thank you for everybody that helped out. Who will go in 19 Hall of Fame? I'm thinking this is the year for China. I'm hoping this is the year for China. We've been talking about that on Twitter with my buddy Angie. We've been talking about that for years, really. But mainly in the last year or so, we've been really pushing for this year to be the year. With women getting such a prominent role in sports entertainment the last couple years. Probably not The Rock, too. Probably one or the other, Dylan, honestly. But we'll see. You never know. I mean, where are they going to be? They're going to be in New York or MetLife Stadium, New Jersey. So they might get the two big names. They might get Rock and China. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway, with women taking such a prominent role, especially in the last year in WWE, I think the time is ripe now for China to get into the Hall of Fame. I think she's deserved it for many, many years. James, have a good breakfast, have a good morning, have a great Sunday. We'll see you next broadcast on Thursday for Talk Wrestling, the return of Talk Wrestling to this channel. We'll see you then, James. Where was I going with that? Oh, I had a whole thought process to lay it out there, and then I totally forgot. Isn't that awful? Damn it. Trying to think what I was going to say. Oh well. I think this year is the time is right for China to go into the Hall of Fame. I think her time is now, as John Cena's song would say, and I think it's only appropriate. I hope she gets it this year. I really do, especially with Ronda Rousey being involved in the Hall of Fame, involved in WrestleMania so prominently, and Ronda being such a huge influence on China. Ronda said that herself. China or Christian. I like that. Christian deserves it for sure. Christian gets overlooked because of Edge. I think he gets overlooked tremendously, and I think that's a disservice to him in his career. Favorite Rumble title match? It's taboo to say, but Angle versus Benoit, 2003. Probably the greatest singles match I've seen either one of them have. Period. They were both at the peak of their game, and Angle was hurt. Keep that in mind. Angle was going in kind of beat up and banged up in that match, and he's still probably one of the best matches I've ever seen in my life. And Benoit, of course, was Chris Benoit at the time. He was nothing short of spectacular in those days, and they put on a great match. Second close, see, where's the camera? Close runner-up, see that right there? Where's my camera? There's my camera. Close runner-up is the 1992 Royal Rumble match itself, because it was a title match. It was for the WWE Championship. So, what's up, Mike D? Undertaker going into the Hall of Fame this year. I don't know if they're going to save it for this year, or if they're going to wait until they go to Texas again, or maybe for the California WrestleMania that I'm predicting is going to happen when they build the new stadium in Inglewood, when they get that all done up. British Bulldog is a possibility. I love to see the British Bulldog get inducted. Another guy that definitely deserves the recognition. Definitely deserves the accolades. No, I don't think Hunter's going to be inducted for a long time. I think he's the executive in the executive role. I don't think they're going to have him in the Hall of Fame anytime soon. I think they're going to have him be one of the later inductees. Dynamite Kid, maybe both British Bulldogs, because Dynamite passed. Maybe now that both of them have passed on, they'll get inducted maybe together, maybe separately, because Dynamite deserves it separately, and so does Davey Boy. They both deserve separate inductions as well as the induction together. So I think I'd like to see him get separate inductions just to have the class balanced out a little bit, but what do I know? I'm just a simple man, as Noah Foster would say, right? Kane maybe, because his career is apparently wound down now, because he's into politics now, doing the mayor thing in Knox County. Oh, that's good. I mentioned this earlier, Mike D. My pick right now for the Rumble is Drew McIntyre. I just think it's Drew's time. I think if anybody, and I think it's been Drew's time for a long time. He's just finally getting the big push, the big recognition that he is, I think, deserved for a long, long time. He's that good. He's that talented. He's that credible. He is. They talk about whenever Randy Orton wrestled back in the day. That if you had a blueprint for a sports entertainer, it'd be Randy Orton. That's what JBL would always say, right? Drew McIntyre is that blueprint. Drew McIntyre is that guy. Drew McIntyre is the epitome of what a professional wrestler, a sports entertainer looks like. He's got the look. He's got the talent. He's got the charisma. He's just amazing. He's simply fantastic, and I love everything about that guy. Simple Noah is the only guy I talk with no DQ on Twitter. Why don't you talk to me, Alex? I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter a lot. Who will Drew face at Mania then? Brock Lesnar? I think we'll probably get Drew versus Braun at WrestleMania. I think Braun is going. It might. I'm just throwing it out here now. This is my official prediction show. Just throwing it out now as I let's see. I got some comments on here. Hi guys. Hi Mikey and Domestic LTD and Chris on Periscope. Sorry I didn't see your comments. I'm kind of looking both directions here. That's pretty gross, wasn't it? That's pretty nasty. I think Braun has a big chance of winning the Universal Championship at the Royal Rumble. So we might see Braun versus Drew McIntyre if McIntyre wins the Rumble. Again, that's just my right now. It's December. What is it? December 30th. That could change in a few weeks when I do my official Rumble predictions with no DQ. So keep that in mind. Also, I'm just gonna put preliminary picks. Who's Daniel Bryan gonna face? I would personally like to see Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins or Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles on a WrestleMania stage. I hate Dolph Ziggler's record scratch. What do you think? I think it's stupid too. Aaron can't stand it. I can't stand it. It's obnoxious. Thank you for the timestamp, Alex. Appreciate that. As far as what did they just say? Is Brock head of the UFC? That's what I keep reading, that Brock is going to be going to the Ultimate Fighting World, back to the Octagon, to face Daniel Cormier, I believe his name is. So, time will tell. I like to see Brock get a chance in the cage again and redeem himself, because last time he was there, he ended up getting dinged for a penalty, and the time before that, he got his ass whooped. So, not a huge Brock Lesnar guy, but I do enjoy his work in the Octagon. I do enjoy his presence in the WWE. So, there you go. Hello, Jeff. I'm talking to myself, right? Cowboys' chance to go to the Super Bowl this year. Anybody's got a chance. I think the Cowboys, if they keep their game up, if they keep playing the way I know the Cowboys can play, they have a chance. But they've got a long road to hoe. They've got the Rams down the line in the NFC if they go all the way. They got to get past LA, and the Rams are a juggernaut. They've got the Chiefs that are still heavily involved. So I like the Cowboys' chances on any given Sunday, as they say, but they've got a huge mountain to climb if they want to. Win the Super Bowl again. It's been a long time since they won the Super Bowl. A long time since they won the Super Bowl. I'll love to see it. The Browns did do well this season. Cleveland did surprisingly well. They weren't a 500 team, but they did better than I thought they would. Jade is doing okay. Ringside Insanity is definitely on permanent hiatus. We don't get together enough to sit down in front of a camera and film the show, but it'll always be part of our past. I love doing RSI with her. I love doing the interviews we did on the audio version. I enjoyed the video commentaries we did together, especially with the Casa channel. When we had the RSI on the Casa channel, we did the movie reviews. That was unique. It was awesome. It was fun. But it's in the past. So thank you for the question, Chris. I appreciate it. Undertaker versus AJ, fired versus career. Want to be the same thing, career versus career, right? HBK wrestling WrestleMania, that is a possibility. And I only say that because, yes, he said it was one and done, but I think that one and done was kind of a flop. I don't think it was a very good match. I think DX and the Brothers of Destruction kind of flopped on that whole process at Crown Jewel. I think Shawn has one more really good singles match left in him. Maybe against Daniel Bryan. Protege versus teacher. Protege versus mentor. That would be something I would personally love to see. Bryan versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania. That would be awesome. Or the big dream match I was talking about with AJ Styles. Thank you, Dylan. Thank you for reminding me about that. Either match would be really, really cool to see. I would love to see either one of those personally. What do you guys think? Who should, if Shawn Michaels were to come back, who should he wrestle? I'll get the comments as we go along here. So here's the plan. I'm going to start wrapping this up anyway. It's been about 20 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this up. Here's the plan going forward. As I mentioned, Thursdays will be Talk Wrestling or whatever I decided to call the live wrestling discussion show. Miz would be a good possibility for that. Styles, like I said, Styles is always up there with Brian. And then Saturdays will be the DDPY diary. I'm going to do my DDPY workout Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then I'll probably add a Saturday one. I think you add a Saturday at some point, or you add a Sunday at some point. So the end of the week, either Saturday or Sunday, I'll be filming the DDPY diary and posting it, and we'll do a live premiere, and we'll talk, and we'll have a chat. That way I can comment on there while I'm watching rather than trying to suck air. I think Seth Barnes meant HBK versus Ziggler. I think is what I meant. I think is what he meant to say. Is there a way to get notifications for these live shows? Well, if you go on my YouTube, who said that? Is that Chris? You go on my YouTube and hit the bell that says when I'm going to do live shows on YouTube. You can watch there. Periscope, I'm not sure. I may not do Periscope going forward. I just wanted to have a broad spectrum broadcast this time to see if I can pull it off. And I am pulling it off. I am pretty proud of how I'm doing this, considering the fact that I have no knowledge of technology whatsoever. I'm technology for dummies. You don't have your Periscope. Well, there you go. YouTube.com/Jeff Meacham. Very simple. JEFFMEA, capital J, capital MEACHAM. Jeff Meacham. Very simple to find. I actually ended up getting that myself. The actor Jeff Meacham did not get that before I did. So, Barry Horowitz, pat on the back there. Like I said, Thursdays, Saturdays, and we'll probably do a show Tuesdays. Tuesdays is going to be the random topic. I'm not sure what we're going to talk about yet. It'll probably be a rotating topic. The Giants are winning, of course. Well, I better go watch the Cowboys and cheer them on with my dad because, yeah, that's what the people are telling me on the chat room here. There you go. Hit the bell, Chris. That's it. Hit the bell. It'll let you know when I'm going live and when I'm on YouTube doing my premieres and everything. So, with that, let's go watch the Cowboys, see how well they do the rest of the day. Rest of the afternoon, I should say. It's only got a little bit of time left before the game's over. And we will see you guys next time here on Periscope. Maybe. And we'll see you all next time on YouTube, here on the Jeff Meacham YouTube channel.